Welcome to Fundamental Instructor Knowledge. This is the first module on how springs work. I'm really excited to share this with you because this understanding, you won't find it in normal textbooks, you won't find it in normal courses. This is something which is commonly misunderstood, or maybe people have never even heard of it before or heard it articulated like this before. But when you understand this, it'll make training with reformers a lot easier. So basically how the springs work is they gradually increase in resistance as you stretch the spring, and they decrease in resistance as the spring comes back. Now, this graph here is showing you that you've got the spring stretch and the load. So as the spring stretches, the total amount of resistance increases. And at the very end, we've got the maximum spring stretch. Now the maximum spring stretch means when the carriage gets all the way to the end of the reformer. So with your springs, here I've got balanced body springs. The yellow spring is worth 9 kilograms of resistance at maximum spring stretch, which is approximately 20 pounds. And these are all approximate based on the website of Balanced Body. And I've organised them here in a way that would make sense for you, even if you weren't using a balanced body reformer, because most reformers are going to have 5 to 6 springs. They're going to have about 3 different levels of resistance. They're going to have a spring which is the lightest, a mid-range resistance, and a heavy spring. So for the purposes of this online course, please use the yellow, the blue, and the red as your light, medium, and heavy. And if you have a heavier spring, we can just classify that as another heavy as well. So for the blue, we've got 13 kilos of resistance at full spring stretch, or 30 pounds approximately. And for the red, 21 and 45 pounds approximately. Now, what this means is if you add up all the springs, if you put all the springs on, it's going to be around 90 kilograms or around 200 pounds of resistance. Now, this also means that it will basically be nothing at the start and then gradually increase. And understanding that is going to be really, really powerful, because that means we can intentionally change body position to change spring stretch as a progression strategy, which you'll see a little bit further along in the course. So just to recap, basically springs gradually increase and decrease in resistance. When we understand that spring tension is actually very objective and measurable, it makes it easier for us as instructors to challenge people more. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to reorganize this spring tension into a gradient, so it's very easy to scale up and down in resistance.